What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today at Link. Right now we're sitting at $8.70. We're up about 14.89% on the day. What I want to do, guys, is kind of piggyback off the last video that I did for my subscribers here. I was saying how Chainlink was one of my favorite coins. And you know, guys, this is for the reason here. When it moves really fast. There's a lot of whales behind it. And also, we've been trading in this range here. And this has been from about $5.11 up to $9.66 for over a year now. So I still anticipate more chop. We're probably going to run into resistance up here. You can see this big red order block right in this range. Okay, but what I'm anticipating, so guys, as we bounce around in here, a potential breakout of this at some point. And the fact that we've been moving sideways now in this range for over a year, when the breakout does happen, whether it be to the upside or downside, it's most likely going to be a pretty strong move. So for me, I've been slowly positioning for an upside break. Now, guys, when we're looking at this, like I talked about here, we still have a lot of potential overhead resistance, but it's really nice to see this good volume coming in for Link right now. Right now, guys, we're at 2.71 million for our volume. The average volume is 1.37 million. So I definitely wouldn't be chasing up here if you didn't have any positions. What I'd be looking for is some type of retracement and slowly dollar cost averaging in. And what I want to do is go into the block, and I'm going to show you some good support levels. Then I'm going to also show you some good resistance levels. And before we go into that, I just want to show you the technicals here. So on the 1 month, we have a buy, we have a 4 sell, a 9 neutral, and a 9 buy. On the 1 week, we have a 4 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 12 buy. And then on the 1 day, we have a strong buy, a 0 sell, 8 neutral, and an 18 buy. So we've really had a nice strong move today, guys, and that's what we want to see. You can also see the money flow starting to get into the green here. We're at 7.18. The green's coming in for the money flow. So we do want to see that continue. We just really have to watch this overhead resistance area right now. I can't get too excited, but I do want to plan for a potential upside breakout in the weeks and months to come. So next one here, guys, what I wanted to show you, we're going to go into the block. And I'm sorry I can't zoom in more because I was going back and forth between trading view and into the block here, but I'm going to lay out the levels for you. So what I like to do, I like to go to the volume here and the main volume levels that I'm looking at in terms of support. So we're going to start with support, then we're going to go into resistance. So support, average price $6.56. I would mark this up on your chart here, guys. Total volume 525 million Link. So that is a spot that I would expect to be defended for quite a while here if we do start to retrace a little bit further. The next one from there is going to be $7.11, and that's going to be 115 million Link. And then we have $7.59, and that's going to be 63.51 million Link. So those are the three support areas I'm going to look at. Now, in terms of overhead resistance, what we're taking a look at here, guys, the average price is going to be $8.73. So we are approaching that now. We're going to see if we can get over top of that. If we do get over top of that, the next overhead resistance area that it's mapping out here is going to be $12.36. So that would show a potential break out of that range if we can get it. So I'm keeping an eye here to see if we do get this resistance right around $9 and then potentially pull back. But definitely watching this here, guys, and this is going to be your global in and out of the money. So mark those levels up on your chart and let's see what Link does at those levels. The next one that I want to point out for you here, guys, this is going to be our address stats. So for address stats, in the last 7 days, new addresses were up 21.71%. Active addresses in green, we're going to be up 9.06%. Then our zero balance average, we're at negative 5.07%. Total addresses right now, 649%. You can see in green, this is going to be your uptrend here. Just want to continue to see that grow over time for us. Next one, we're going to get into the ownership. And it's going to be all ownership stats. Just so you can kind of see the breakdown here, guys, we're going to have 19 whales. They own 51.49%. So these are the guys who are really moving the market for Link. Next one, we're going to have investors. It's going to be in blue. Number of investors, 69. Investor concentration there is going to be 17.17%. And then retail volume here is going to be in orange, and that's 31% of the total. So always keeping an eye on this stuff here, guys. Another thing I like to look at is the average balance. So if you take a look at the average balance, Link over the last 7 days, over $11,000, which is incredible because that's pretty close to Bitcoin here, guys. If we take a look, Bitcoin's at 11.2. Let's see what Ethereum's at. Ethereum's at 1,839, so much lower. See where Cardano's at there, about $1,900. So the fact that Link is really showing that good positive average balance is something else that I want to keep an eye on. But I want to put this out there for you guys. If you like me covering Link as well, put it down low. Just put Link. Let me know what you got going on this weekend. God bless each and every one of you. Be safe and take care.